Hello, happy Saturday and welcome into Chevrolet's Inside High School Sports. I'm Matt Musel. Last week, Katy ISD's sparkling new Legacy Stadium opened its doors with a bang, hosting a pair of wild finishes featuring game-winning scores as time expired. In this week's Quicken Loans Game of the Week, we head out to Legacy Stadium again for a big district opening clash between Katy and Cinco Ranch. There was a packed house at Legacy Stadium Friday night as Katy looking to make a statement against Cinco Ranch. In the first quarter, Mason Rivera gets the handoff. He has a huge hole to run through. He rumbles 45 yards, but then loses the ball. He recovers his own fumble, and the Tigers are in business. Same drive, Austin Marshall rolls out, looks into the end zone. His pass is tipped once, twice, but check out the grab. Tyler Pullick reels it in, and Katy goes up 7-0. Then it's Katy's defense's turn. You can tell the Tigers have been working on the tip drill. Gianni Argulo picks off the pass on the deflection. He'll go 61 yards the other way. It's 14-0 Katy. More Katy defense now. A swarm of Tigers burst through the line. Credit big Moro Ojomo with the sack. Katy leads 14-0 at halftime. In the third quarter, would you believe it? Katy pulls in another tip ball. Isaiah Jordan comes up with the interception on the deflected pass for the Tigers. Katy's defense continues to dominate the Cinco Ranch offense. Jordan hauls in his second pick of the night. This one leads to a field goal, and it's 20-0 Katy. The Tigers' secondary isn't done, though. Angulo grabs his second interception of the night as well. That leads to a 3-yard touchdown run by DeAndre Glass, and Katy cruises past Cinco Ranch in the district opener, the final 30-0. Let's head to Dickinson now, where prior to the game, Ridgepoint presented Dickinson with a box full of gift cards to help rebuild after the floods from Hurricane Harvey. Then Dickinson honored former Gators standout Blake Carlisle, who tragically died at age 20 in a crane accident this week. As for the game itself, it was a wild one. In the first, Ridgepoint quarterback Aaron Allen connects with Mustafa Muhammad for a 25-yard score. It's 7-0 Panthers. Dickinson responds as Miles Lewis takes the handoff and motors his way into the end zone. 14-7 Gators after one. In the second, it's Lewis again. He muscles his way through the defense and then runs over an official on his way into the end zone. Tough way to make a living there. Dickinson up 21-7 late in the half when Allen tries to buy himself time. He scrambles and then throws to Travion Hamlin along the far sideline. It's 54 yards and a touchdown, and it's 21-14 at the half. We move to the fourth quarter now. Panthers down by 6. Allen once again connects with Hamlin. This time, a 45-yard touchdown pass. But the point after is blocked, and we head to overtime, tied at 27-all. Both teams trade scores in the first OT. In the second overtime, Lewis drags 3 defenders with him into the end zone to make it 41-34 Dickinson. So Ridgepoint has to score. 4th and goal from the 9. Allen tries to scramble, but Landon Rote brings him down, and Dickinson pulls out the emotional 41-34 win over Ridgepoint. The Woodlands looking to bounce back after a season-opening loss hosting George Ranch. In the first quarter, Quinn Benny connects with Keyshawn Carter in the end zone for a 17-yard touchdown pass, and it's 7-0 Highlanders. George Ranch looks to answer. Christian Jackson swings it out to Andre Sugg, who takes it down inside the 2-yard line. Jaron Miller punches it in from there. Longhorns trail 7-6 after one. Last play of the first half. Longhorns line up for a field goal, but it's blocked. Carter's there to scoop it up for the Woodlands, and you aren't going to catch this guy. He takes it to distance. Highlanders go up 17-6 at halftime. Benny hits Carter over the middle. It's a 20-yard touchdown toss, and the Woodlands goes up 24-6. After a George Ranch touchdown, Carter strikes once more. He fields the kickoff at his own 25. He'll get to the edge, and he is gone. The Highlanders with a convincing 52-12 win over George Ranch. Let's head to George Stadium in Spring now, where Westfield hosts Clear Springs. We pick it up early in the second. Chargers up 3-0, but Westfield gets on the board as Braylon Brand finds the end zone from 5 yards out at 7-3 Mustangs. Later in the second, the vaunted Westfield defense comes up with a big play. The Clear Springs pass is tipped not once but twice before Joshua Carr comes away with the interception. It's worth another look. What a play by the Mustangs defense. Westfield's offense cashes a turnover into points. Terrence Gibson hits Rayshawn James in the end zone for a 16-yard touchdown pass, 14-3 Mustangs. On the ensuing kickoff, Westfield makes the mistake of kicking it to one of the most dangerous returners in the state. Peyton Sawyer fakes the reverse, finds a crease, and he's off to the races. 95 yards, and the kickoff return for a touchdown makes it a 14-10 game. But Westfield responds on the ground. James takes the handoff and runs right over a defender. What a run. He goes 19 yards for the touchdown, and it's 21-10 Westfield. The Chargers don't go away though. Garrett Rooker hits Sawyer in stride, and Sawyer trots into the end zone for a 30-yard touchdown to pull Clear Springs within 4. But Westfield is just too tough. Braylon Bland powers his way into the end zone from 8 yards out, and the Mustangs improve to 2-0 on the season with a 28-23 win over Clear Springs. Over at Butler Stadium, the Bel Air Cardinals hosted the Laporte Bulldogs. Here's Laporte's Brandon Collins finally getting loose, and he goes off tackle in Bland's running room, all the way down to the 8-yard line. Then quarterback Brett Bim calls his own number, takes it to the goal line, but he coughs it up. Still, his teammate, big offensive lineman Dawson Langham, is there to recover the fumble, and he gets credit for the touchdown. And Laporte holds on to win it 27-10. Down at the Rig in Pearland, the Oilers played their first home game of the season as they hosted Pasadena Memorial. After falling to Manville last week, Pearland came out on fire. Here's Austin Landry connecting with Sensate Pinkerton on a long touchdown pass play early on to get things rolling. Later in the second, with the Oilers already in control, look at senior E.J. Burgess take the handoff. He'll break free, make a great move, and then another, and he's gone. Burgess scores on this touchdown run, and Pearland up 40-0 at halftime, and the Oilers go on to win big, 61-15. There was a ton of exciting action last night, but don't go away. When we come back, we'll have highlights from a couple of high-profile Thursday night contests. Plus, we'll catch up with the tradition-rich volleyball program at the Woodlands.